There isn't a shared chat because I'm not live. How do I let my followers know?
Steel cage breaks, bodies fly, ladders rise, the crowds war
Mom, you good?
power bombs, necks
Mom?
collide, suffering fuels the warrior's pride. Revolution X, watching pain ignite, judging chaos, screaming through the fight. Blood on the
I can't send out a notification.
chaos reigns. We review the carnage, the glory, the pain, every slam, every roar. Revolution X craves more. Chairs swing, skulls collide, ropes burn as giants collide. Submission holds, arms snap, twisting fate in a brutal trap. Revolution X, judges of despair. Wrestling's torment, we rip and tear. Blood on the mat, chaos reigns. We review the carnage, the glory, the pain, every slam, every roar. Revolution X craves more. Blood on the mat, chaos reigns. We review the carnage, the glory, the pain. Every slam, every
Yeah,
roar.
time.
Revolution X craves more.
What's up, everybody? Welcome into the Doobie Den, and tonight it's RevX's wrestling review this week for 1/16/25. I'm Buddha Fire, as always, with my co-host MJ Hat, and man, this week's been kind of hit and miss for me.
For you. Listen, man, at least your computer didn't fry. How about that?
I mean,
I'm
that's
on a
fair.
tablet right now.
That's fair.
Like,
But I will admit
That's,
that on that tablet, it's doing pretty damn good.
yeah, I'm grateful to be even able to do that. I'm grateful for a lot of other things too, but we'll get to that here in just a little bit. So overall, man, this week I've got to say that Raw and SmackDown, I struggled to get behind a lot of it. I don't know how you felt because you and I haven't really got to talk this week because again, Discord and computer problems.
All the good
and-
stuff.
Yeah.
I will say that Monday was okay. Tonight was decent, with the exception of one match. Really stood. Actually, no, sorry, two matches really stood out to me tonight on SmackDown, and We got a 6-match card on SmackDown tonight.
Seven.
Seven, right? Seven. My fault. 7-match card on SmackDown tonight. If they do that every Friday night, I'm game. I'm game.
Yeah, that is a major improvement. I have to give you that. So, let's start with Raw, as we normally do. It came from Dusseldorf, Germany.
Say that 5
I
times
probably
fast.
didn't say that. Dusseldorf,
Yeah, you done.
uh, recap of Stranger Things Raw from last week, as no surprise. They recapped last week every week. Um, Rio made their way to the ring. They say they will take all challengers, which brings out Liv and Roxanne, then Bailey and Lyra. Byra? Byra. Yeah,
That's,
I'm going to start calling them Byra.
yeah, there you go.
And then the Kabuki Warriors. A brawl ensues, and Rhea and Io cleaned house. No surprise there. AJ Styles' interview in the back says he's going to teach Gunther respect and make him tap out like a bitch.
Like a little bitch, that is.
About that. uh, moving on, because, again, these are repeating storylines. Match number 1 was Javon Evans taking on Bravo Americano. This was a fun, high-flying opening match. Javon is really something special to watch and gains his first victory with a Spanish fly and an OG cutter for the 3 count. After the match, the rest of the Americanos attack, but Javon is able to get the upper hand and avoid the Americanos. What do you think? What do you think about Javon Evans?
Javon Evans call up, it's a good call. He's fun to watch. He's very acrobatic. He's very athletic, but he can tell a story when needed to. He can pull his character when he needs to. This is a good call from them to bring him up from NXT.
Right? Right. I think he's bouncy, and bouncy is good.
Bouncy is
so,
good.
you know. Backstage, Pierce is with Paul Heyman. Pierce tells Heyman to keep a leash on Braun Breaker. That is not what happened. CM Punk comes to the ring, says he is eagerly awaiting his next opponent. Finn Balor shows up. Finn said he mentioned his name and wants a title shot in Belfast next Monday. Punk agrees and says he's sorry to Belfast for beating their hometown boy. Now we can do a little bit of speculation. Obviously, Punk's going to win that, right?
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
That's where we're at.
No doubt.
Okay. But does Finn at least get the strong end of the match? Like, does Punk make him look good?
Oh yeah, definitely. Hometown boy, yeah, he's gonna make him look good. He's gonna beat him,
Okay.
and probably in decent fashion. But Finn's gonna be made to look like a contender, for sure.
Right.
I feel as though this sets him up for a spot in the Elimination Chamber too.
No doubt. AJ Gunther promo video. No surprise. This match has been talked about for a few weeks. Match number 2 was the number 1 contenders match for the women's tag team championships. It was the Kabuki Warriors taking on Liv and Roxanne, taking on Byra. Yeah, I said it again.
There we
Byra. Winners faced Rio at Saturday night's main event. So this match was insanely good. All 3 teams really fought for that number 1 contendership spot. In the end, though, Liv hit Oblivion on Kyrie for the victory. I'm not surprised by this. The women of the Judgment Day are really picking up steam, and it's nice to see a little change of pace because let's be honest, Roxanne Perez, all she really has been good for up until this point is a tag team title. To sort of see like her and Liv switch roles, I think that's refreshing.
Yes,
I think it's wonderful. So,
and having Raquel go for the heavyweight title, it makes more sense. It does.
She's
make
the bigger
more
one.
Sense. She's the bigger one. She deserves to have a little bit of spotlight. Like
Sure.
she's played nothing but a lackey most of her career in WWE. So it's nice to see a change in pace and a change in face, so to speak.
Sure. WWE Unreal promo season 2 Tuesday, January 20th. We got another one of those tonight too on SmackDown, which I marked. But it looks interesting. The bits I seen was of Seth and Becky.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that
I'm excited for this one.
Becky Lynch promo. She challenges Maxine Dupree for next week. Maxine responds in an interview and accepts. So yeah, that's happening.
Yay.
Raquel Rodriguez, speak of the devil, makes her way out. She says she wants to be world champ and won't stop till she is. Stephanie Vaquer comes out and basically says, "Come get some if you want some." Raquel attacks from behind and hits her ankle with the belt because cheap shot.
Cheap shot.
I again, I know what I was just saying about Raquel and Liv switching places, but Raquel is still a heel. She's still got to do that heel thing, that heel dynamic. So this is right up her alley.
Oh yeah.
I have to say that that's pretty average. Uh, Match number 3 was a tag team match. It was the Vision, Bronson Reed and Austin Theory, versus Penta and Ray Phoenix. I must have missed that match actually because I didn't see it myself. But what you wrote is the match was all right. Wasn't a lot of crowd interaction until Braun Breaker comes down and spears Dragon Lee. He then spears Penta and goes for the super spear, but Adam Pearce blocks him. In the ring, Bronson Reed tsunamis Penta and Dragon Lee. Gets another spear. Pierce puts his hands on Breaker, and the Vision have to pull Breaker off of Pierce. They walk up the ramp, mouthing off to one another. Listen, let
So
me ask
wait,
you
you
here.
missed that part?
Yeah, I missed it.
Oh
Did you?
man.
Did you? This was Penta and Ray Phoenix, as
Yeah.
in the Lucha Bros.
Or no, it was Dragon Lee. Fuck. I did put Ray Phoenix. My
Okay,
bad.
yeah, you did.
I say Dragon Lee
That's why I was
everywhere else.
confused.
I say Dragon Lee everywhere else except for the. My bad. My
That's
bad.
why I was confused. I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, I didn't see this match. I guess my Netflix skipped
This.
it. That happens. That
This.
happens.
Like, dude, Braun's intensity. Oh
Mhm.
my god, dude! Like, I really like you were made to feel like he was fixing to eat Pierce alive. Like
Okay.
they seriously struggled to pull him back, and that being Bronson and freaking Logan and Austin all grabbing him and pulling, and it was doing no good. Like
Hmm.
the dog had been let out that night, and he was ready to bite.
Right.
Like, oh god.
It
It,
sounds intense. I'll have to go back and check it out. I didn't know I missed this until I was reading the notes just
right.
now. So, I did know that there was something that happened between Pierce and Breaker, but I thought that was later.
Um,
Um, in the back, speaking of, Pierce suspends Braun indefinitely. That's what I like.
mhm.
Uh, Heyman tells him he made a huge mistake because Pierce put his hands on Breaker first.
Which is
Is
true.
that true?
Yeah, that's true.
That is true.
So
Well,
what happened is right after Breaker hit that second spear on Dragon Lee, he stands up and Pierce grabs him by the arm and twists him around and asks him what the hell he's doing. And then he goes to get in the face of Breaker, and Breaker just grabs him and just slams him into the turnbuckle.
oof,
And I mean, he has him
oof.
down on his knees in the second turnbuckle. I mean, face to face with him, ready to destroy him. Ready to destroy him.
I mean, are we going to see Pierce in a match?
No.
Probably not.
No.
But it's nice to see a little physical altercation finally.
Right?
So, uh, we get an Overfemi vignette. These have been coming the past few weeks. They keep, and you know what? That's fine. Obafemi is a force to be reckoned with. I'm excited to see him debut. The main event of the night, match number 4 on the flagship show. 4 matches on Raw, the flagship show, mind you. AJ Styles versus Gunther. Gunther has been on the main roster 4 years today and has a
Being
record
Monday.
of 63. Yep, being Monday, and has a record of 63-6. This match was brutal. Both men fought tooth and nail for victory, but in the end, Gunther taps out to the calf crusher, but the ref doesn't see it. AJ thinks he has it won. Gunther low blows him and hits the power bomb for the win. So there's going to be some drama there.
Oh, yeah.
Rematch, yes.
Saturday night's main event.
Yeah, either that or the Rumble.
I don't
Both are
know.
viable options.
Yeah,
Um, I'm going to change my number on this too, since I missed that part with Braun Breaker.
yeah,
Um, Solid show. Buddha said,
3.5.
and I'm going to have to agree. I The interesting part with Braun Breaker does bring it up half a point, but at the same time, 4 shows on the flagship while SmackDown's putting on 7. You
Four
know what I mean?
matches on the flagship show, you mean?
Yeah, that's what I meant. I it In all reality, because I can see that the brand is switching to SmackDown, even though Raw is Netflix, and I don't know. I don't know. There's a line here, and I feel like we're crossing over it, and it's not a good place to be.
We'll agree to
We
disagree on that, and I'll explain
Okay,
why in the SmackDown recap.
okay. There. Let me finish this thought before we move
Please
on,
go
though.
ahead.
There is a lot of things that are going to be happening over the next few months. Things are going to change quite a little bit. Um, it is definitely, and the word I'm looking for here escapes me, but I'm excited for what is to come on the road to WrestleMania.
Oh yeah.
So moving forward, please
So
carry us on.
we didn't have any wrestling news this week, which really isn't a shock. There's not really much going on. Like Hat just said, we're on the road to WrestleMania, so everything's really focused around building that up. We did get a few things with that on the SmackDown recap tonight. It came to us from London, England, in the Wembley Arena. We got Joe Tessitore and Corey Graves on commentary tonight. Recap of Drew
Little
McIntyre.
switcheroo.
Yeah, which is good. Which is good. Michael Cole needs to be on Raw, hands down. But I wish Corey Graves was with him on Raw as well. Just saying.
Hmm.
Anyway, recap of Drew McIntyre's WWE title win. Solid vignette recapping the majority of the match. Show opens with Drew coming out to the bagpipe entrance. Gets a decent pop because they're in England. The entrance took like 15 minutes. I got to see most of SmackDown myself. There was like a little gap in the Damian Priest solo match that I missed. But for the most part,
You didn't miss that.
I got to see most everything. But anyway, this took 15 minutes for him to get out to the ring. Then he got into the crowd, milking it up, so to speak. You have first British WWE champ. Yes, he actually
That's
is.
what he said.
He is. He is the first British WWE champ.
I didn't know if that was a.
I don't know if I think British Bulldog may have been the first one, but I don't know how they count that. So he may be right on that. I think he meant to say Scottish, and if that's the case, then yes, he is. I really believe he meant to say Scottish because
He said British.
He's from Scotland though. Like
I-
even the bagpipes and
Scot-
shit are from Scotland.
Okay. Yeah. To educate here, Scotland and I know
Britain?
that. Yeah, they're allied or something. They're like
Yes.
one nation, United Kingdom. So
So anyway, they could be, but I really feel as though he meant to say Scottish and said British on accident. But
maybe.
something he did bring up that's actually kind of important was no rematch clause for Cody. And apparently that was in his contract when he signed for the 3 Stages of Hell match. I never remember hearing anything about that, but I like the way that they put that in there.
Because Americans don't read.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's not wrong.
Not wrong.
Drew gets interrupted by Randy Orton. I've beaten you before, and I will again. Then it comes Jacob Fatu. Jacob don't say shit. He just starts assaulting the champ. While this is going on and they make their way out towards the area, The Miz sneaks in behind, hits a Skull Carson finale on Randy, leading us into match number 1, which was the number 1 contendership qualifier for the Fatal 4-Way. They really snazzed that up. But it was The Miz versus
Yeah,
Orton.
they did.
Miz has the advantage in the early goings of the match. The announce table took 4 shots and still didn't break. Miz reversed an RKO to a Skull Carson finale. Miz then eats an RKO for Randy's inevitable victory. Randy Orton moves on to the Fatal 4-Way. What is your thoughts on that?
Honestly, I'm not surprised at all that Randy Orton moved forward. I really there was a small portion of me pulling for Miz because Miz has done very well recently. He's
He
put
has.
over a lot of talent. He's been right there in the forefront of things over the course of 2025. So going into 2026, I would like to see Miz get some sort of push, even though he's at the butt end of his career. You and I both know that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I still would like to see maybe not a WWE championship, but something.
Maybe
He needs
U.S.
something.
title, or give him another shot with the Intercontinental title. Like, he done pretty good with it to begin with, or to go with. So
Perhaps.
I agree with you on that. But you put in quotations that Miz did good here. Or he really did. He sold everything. He played a great heel in the match, and
Yeah, this was a good match.
he sold that RKO like it was nothing. So we get Drew and Ilya backstage segment. It was really silly. It was really stupid for that matter.
Hmm.
We get a shot of Solo holding the White Six Lantern before the next segment. It's a video recap. And the White Six, Vignette, all that kind of came back to you. We get Charlotte and Alexa backstage segment. Nia and Lash trying to cause drama as always, which they're not letting happen. That led us into match number 2, though, tag team match. Jillia and Kiana James against Charlotte and Alexa. Now, here is where, like, I've got what you've got, but I've got stuff to add into this. Just watching.
Be my guest.
So we're going to start with, Charlotte had a pyro tonight. That was kindly weird.
So I wasn't the only one to notice that,
No,
right?
no, I noticed that, and I thought it was weird as well. Like, why has she got a pyro all of a sudden?
Mm-hmm.
Opening match of the night was very tit for tat, back and forth. Ending saw a botch from Jillia on Charlotte. Charlotte's boot out of the ring. Quick tag to Kiana and Alexa with Sister Abigail for the finish. Did it look to you like any of these women wanted to be in this match tonight?
No,
No,
not at all. Not at all.
Like, this had to be the saddest match of the night.
This match was filler. It was 1,000% filler, and because of that, now next week we're getting this whole triple tag team triple threat.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. We'll comment to that here in just a little bit. You're absolutely right. I'll comment to that here in just a little bit.
Go ahead and look up.
Anyway, Lash and Nia then attacked Charlotte and Alexa after the match. They're building this whole thing. We get a solo vignette after that. Cody appears, looks weird with no championship. Cody talks about the Rumble and possibly being the first to win a third one. I got to correct you there. He would actually be the second to do that. Do you know who the first one is?
Those were his words.
No. There's only one. He said there was only one person that's done it 3 times out of the 3 names that he spoke, and he's true. Stone Cold Steve Austin is the only person that's ever won 3 Royal Rumbles.
My bad. I should have known that.
He won back to back, and then he won again in like 2001 or something like that. Now, please don't quote me on the dates on that. I may be wrong, but I know that he won back to back ones, and I'm pretty sure that, like, oh God, I want to think it was 97, 98, and 2001. Or it might have been 97, 98, and 2000. But I know he won 3. But what he said was he would be the first, or he would be the only other person to win it 3 times. Which automatically tells me he's not winning the Rumble, guys. Sorry. Just not going to happen.
Yeah, I don't see it either.
So he declared himself for the Rumble. Does that mean he's doing the #1 spot? I highly doubt it. Usually it's fillers that take the first couple, like...
It was the way he said it that made me ask that question. He said he will be the first contender.
Maybe he will be. If so, hey, let's see how far he can go. That'll just set up the go home story about how he lasted so long and just couldn't do it.
Yeah, the Iron Man spot.
So then after he stops talking about that, he starts talking about Jacob Fatu. He says, "You can bring your all ass gas to me, or I can come to you."
All gas ass. Amen.
Now, Drew said something about busting teeth on Jacob when
he said he didn't do it. Is what he said.
Okay, so I didn't catch that full part because I was in and out of taking orders. So
you're good.
I caught like the ass end of that, but I didn't catch what was all said there. So thank you for clarifying
He
that for me.
he said he didn't do it, but he would if he needed to.
And then told Ilya that he would bust his teeth out for him.
Yes,
All right, so that clears that up. We get a Matt Cardona interview. He was actually. Did you know he was Drew's first match in WWE?
I did not.
I
Not
did
until
not know
tonight.
that. That's cool knowledge to know, but I did not know that. But he
Hmm.
says his first match was against him, and he's coming for the title, which leads us into match number 3, number 1 contendership qualifier for the Fatal 4-Way. It was Trick Williams against Matt Cardona. These
Yeah.
guys both come out strong. They put on a wonderful match, many ups and downs and backs and forths. Trick picks up the victory via a pounce and a trick shot. That was
The pound.
like those two
Go
being
ahead.
the freshest guys on the roster. Like I feel as though Cardona put over Trick really well tonight.
He did. The pounce itself sent Cardona flying 2/3 of the way through the ring, was what the commentator said. It was more like half,
Yeah,
but it's still a good pounce,
it is a good pounce, and he just added that to his arsenal. He didn't used to do that,
right?
but that sets up really nicely for the trick shot. So it's nice to
Yeah.
see. Kit Wilson comes out, doesn't even let Trick celebrate before attacking Cardona. Then he gets in the ring. Yeah, wow. Okay. Damien Priest interview tonight is about Solo. His mic work. His mic needs some work. Yeah, you're not wrong
Yeah.
there. Like,
Yeah, it was awful
He's
tonight.
kind of boring when he speaks. So, no, I understand where you're coming from there. We cut back to Kit Wilson in the ring. He's working the mic about how the world needs him, and then Jacob shows up behind him, decimates him, grabs the mic. Is City? If Cody, you got something to say, he says. Cody comes down, and these two square off. Security and Aldous tries to break him up, and of course it doesn't work. We go back to commercials quick. So I think that was supposed to stretch a little bit, but they screwed up somewhere. So, just pulled them out real fast. When we come back from break, though, it's made official that Cody Rhodes will take on Jacob Fatu at next Saturday night's main event. So that's exciting to know that match is coming.
Yeah, I agree.
Moving on, we got the match number 4, which was another number 1 contendership Fatal 4-Way qualifier. It was Solo Sikoa against Damian Priest. Solo comes out with the lantern, early spot where the MFT stand in Damian's way. Solo distracts the ref and lets his boy interfere on the outside. Tala Tonga was ejected for a low blow. Then the lights go out and the White Six appeared behind the MFTs. Solo secures the lantern and then gets hit by the South of Heaven by Damien for the win. Howdy tried to reacquire the lantern but runs into Tala Tonga. And that didn't go as well as possible.
No, but that lantern's going to be the center of the gimmick for the next couple of weeks,
If not months.
if not leading into, I was going to say Mania. Yeah.
Sammy runs into Drew backstage before his match. Drew says, "Even if you make it, Sammy, nothing will change." Like, no truer words are said.
Mm-hmm.
We get another.
Sammy's always been the underdog, man, and
Yeah.
let's be real here. His odds in this Fatal 4-Way are less than 25%. As much as I love Sami Zayn, Randy Orton is in this match. Who else is in it?
It's
Trick Williams is in this match.
Yeah.
Who else? Who was the other one? Who was the other?
Damian Priest, Randy
Damian
Orton,
Priest.
and Trick Williams.
Yeah.
So far.
I got to give him, even if he wins his match, I got to give him 10%.
10 sounds good.
Yeah, that's about right.
All right, so we get another Unreal teaser again. Like, of course, they're going to milk it because it comes Tuesday. So we'll get another one tomorrow or Monday night, and then of course it'll be online Tuesday. Match number 5 is the U.S. Open Challenge match: Carmelo Hayes versus Leon Slater, who is the TNA X Division champion. This is match of the night.
Yeah, I was gonna say hands down. These guys put in work.
Like, they were so fast with one another. They read each other so well. They had great chemistry in the ring. And I know it's way off of what you've got on here, But like,
No, it's close. It ain't that far off.
I watched
My
this. I
God.
got home just in time for this match to start, and I'm
Hmm.
happy that I was able to watch this match to the end.
Yeah, it was the best match on the show, man, hands down,
But
hands down.
they went toe to toe on everything. However, the end scene, Carmelo hit a massive, like, reverse cutter from the top to win. And I mean, I know that's not his finish, but that was a solid finish. The
Yeah,
way that Leon Slater like came up, holding his jaw and sold that, oh, so good.
yeah.
I'm so impressed by that. But something to talk about there. I had actually just read that apparently Leon Slater didn't defend the X Division title at Genesis, which is supposed to be taken.
Kind of surprising.
Yeah, because like he's usually a fighting champion. So I'm wondering if him being in the match tonight had something to do with that. Because obviously
Maybe.
we watched wrestling at 8 o'clock tonight. They actually done it at like 2. So maybe
Well,
he
then,
actually
yeah,
did get some kind of injury with his jaw there, and maybe that's what pulled him out of that match.
maybe. Here's the thing. This whole night, this whole Leon Slater thing.
Hmm.
Man, there was a couple of points during this match where I actually thought that the WWE US title was going to TNA.
And it could have been,
Like,
and it could have went, and I wouldn't have been mad.
no,
Like
no, it
Leon
was that
Slater
good.
he's just like Javon Evans. That's why they paired so well together. He is not somebody to sleep on. He's a mainstay player. For him to only
Right.
be 21 years old, and same thing with Javon Evans, they're both only 21. They are both mainstay players that will continue, into the future.
Right. So, all in all, I think there's what, one more match? Two?
Two,
Two?
two.
Okay.
So sorry, getting back to it, we got off subject there. Nakamura and Tamatonga segment, followed by Johnny Gargano and Fraxium segment. Both dumb as fuck. Yeah, both sleepers just to push the next little thing coming, which was an Oba
Mhm.
Femi vignette again.
Again.
Now
Hmm.
I tell you where I would like to see, real quick. I tell you where I would like to see see him, and I
Hmm.
wouldn't be mad. Carmelo Hayes' U.S. Open Challenge match. He comes
You know what?
out,
That's
just
a good shout.
completely decimates him. And then, like, what better way to have him kind of solidify himself than to have him have that open challenge and just completely destroy all opposing people coming? Why are
I
you.
kind of have to. I kind of have to agree.
But anyway,
So,
that's just what I was thinking. Match number 6 on the night, guys. Chelsea Green versus Jordan Grace. This was really a squash match. Jade Cargill's at ringside, probably leading to a program with Grace, which it is. Alba Fire did a little interference, however, one cartwheel driver later, and Grace picks up a dub. Cargill is unimpressed. Chelsea tries to sneak attack and hits Cargill. Drama looming. Excuse me. I've been
you're
sick
good.
for the last 4 days. I'm still
Right
feeling
there with you.
good effects of it. So, yeah, boy.
We're
Uh,
struggling over here too with it.
we get
So
a
it's
Trick
not just
Williams
you, man.
interview. Damien intervenes and asks for a match on Friday, this coming Friday. Next
Hmm.
week, we have a number 1 contenders tag match. It's Julia and Kiana against Alexa and Charlotte against Nia and Lash. We also get a
Hmm.
tag title match, the Wyatt Six versus the MFTs. And it just got signed that we got Damian Priest against Trick Williams, which he attacked. No, shit, never mind. Hold on. Let me. Stop there. Main event of the evening was the final qualifier for the Fatal 4-Way for the number 1 contendership of the WWE Championship. Ilya Dragunov versus Sami Zayn. This started fast-paced and then slowed down just as fast. There was multiple points where either man could have won. However, Zayn wins via hell of a kick at the end. After the match, Trick attacks Sami Zayn instantly. So the Fatal 4-Way that we got, and we'll go back to the match here in just a second. But the Fatal 4-Way that we have is Trick Williams versus Sami Zayn versus Damian Priest versus Randy Orton. Right now, based on who we got, Who's taking on Drew McIntyre at the Rumble?
I have to put money down on Orton, man. As bad as I hate to, as bad as that's a repeat, bad as nobody wants it. That's your moneymaker. That's your top tier guy. You know who would I like to see? Sami Zayn.
My money's actually on Zayn because of the whole underdog gimmick. They can make that work, and they can have him lose and still have respect. Or they can bring
True.
Kevin Owens back and have him attack Sami Zayn, and we get those two at Mania.
Is it time for Owens? I thought he was
Just
out
about.
indefinitely. Like,
And I think he's almost back. Like he looked pretty good when he was at John Cena's final, farewell match, which was last month.
yeah, yeah.
Shit, that's already been a month ago, man.
Oh my
So I
god.
mean, yeah, so he's had time. So, what was your number on this one tonight?
I got to go with the standard, man. 3.5. However, that and I'm lowballing for a reason here. There was a lot of things they could have cut out of this that wasn't worth a crap.
Yeah, like match number 2.
Like match number 2. There's other things that were exceptional, like match number 5.
And 7.
But and 7. But the my overall has got to be the pace moving forward has got to pick up, or it's going to be all kinds of awful. And you know me, I'm a Road to WrestleMania enthusiast.
Oh,
Okay,
yes.
I am all about Rumble to Mania. That is the top time of the year to be a WWE fan.
I agree.
That is a top time of year to be any kind of wrestling fan. So there are so many more shows. There's so much more going on. Releases happen just after. Like, this is where you make or break, and you either keep your job, guys, or you're gonna lose it. It's just that simple. So do the good work.
He's not wrong. It is just that simple.
So.
Main point of that, we've talked about Unreal for the past month about the second season coming out. Go back and watch episode, I think it's 2, about Jey Uso's upcoming from the Rumble and the Road to WrestleMania and everything, and you'll see just how much stress that can actually be.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. Like, Jey Uso himself, he cracked, man. Like, he did it, but he cracked. That's why they didn't keep running with it. So it just didn't have the right momentum for him. You know? Sure, he went to Mania. He won the title. How long did he keep the title? Thoughts?
56 days, right?
Not even 2 months.
It
Not
wasn't even
even
2
2
months. It
months.
was like 56, 58 days, something like that. But when he got
So-
the title, he just wasn't up to par with how
No.
it worked being a champion.
He burnt himself out on the rise.
He did.
Pushing so hard.
He did. And as you all, if you all are thorough wrestling fans and have watched, you'll see that from he lost it at SummerSlam, I think.
Yes.
So somewhere right in that area. It might not have been
No, it was
SummerSlam.
before that.
It was July, I think. Might have been June for that matter. Anyway,
Might have been.
when he lost it, he was always right there in the picture, but never. But he basically doing a Sami Zayn and can't ever win the big one, right? So what did they have to do? They had to degrade him basically back down to tag team, and put gold back on him to make him stay relevant. That's not where you want to be. You want to continue impressing your bosses so that they continue to give you that push and write better storylines for you and things like that. Jey Uso did just unfortunately could not hold up to that, and that's not a narc towards him. I wouldn't want to be in that position because I don't know if I can handle the pressure like that. I'm man enough to admit that. Don't care. I respect him for actually trying his best to do it. I just hate that he ended up on the shit end of it, if that makes any sense.
What did you give SmackDown?
I'm gonna be with you and say 3.5.
Okay. So, guys, average of 3.5 for the week is what it sounds like.
Yeah.
All in all, a decent week. It's not high grade. It's not low grade. It's somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
Before we close out, man, there is something I need to kind of say and put out there, if that's okay. There's been a lot of people circulating around, and over the past few weeks, everybody knows I had a baby, and then my computer blew up, and this, that, and the other. If I can, I'd just like to say thank you. Um, right now, there is a fundraiser running per a couple of content creator suggestions to get me a new PC, which is fucking awesome. I love you guys for it. Um, if anybody wants to be a part of that, that is at throne.com/MJ_hat. That's it. That's all I wanted to do.
So,
So
guys, if you're on here and you're listening and you want to help out, make sure that you go to, you said throne.com/MJ_hat. Make
yeah,
sure that you do that, even if you can only donate $5. Hell, $5 is $5. But if it can help him get a PC and help him get back up and running, guys, please do that for
yeah, because this tablet nonsense isn't going to work forever.
him. But anyway, guys, with that, that concludes this week's episode of the RevX Wrestling Review. As always, we thank you very much for coming on to watch this stream. Hat, so happy that I could actually have you on here, and it worked out pretty good. Like, didn't really lag, didn't really do anything the whole time, and the connection's been
Yeah,
wonderful. So,
I got one or two gripes, but we'll talk about that later.
all right. Well, guys, that's going to do it for us tonight. Make sure that you tune in next Friday night, same time, 11:15 Eastern Standard Time, as we will bring you not only the results from SmackDown and Raw next week and any wrestling news in between, but we will also have our predictions for what we have as
Saturday night's main event.
Saturday night's main event. So, that being said, I'm Buddha Fire. That's MJ Hat. We are Revolution X. We will catch you on the flip side later. Peace out.
Later. Bye, guys.